All right, we're moving on to the next step, which is finishing the bunny. So we will stitch that opening shut with a whip stitch. So in order to do that, you can either hold it together as I'm holding it here, push the stuffing in and kind of hold it together while you do the whip stitch. Or you can use a safety pin to hold those two pieces, the front and the back pieces, sort of together, aligned, while you do the whip stitch. This is easier if you are doing this project with children. If you are, you'll probably have to help with the pinning to get the two sides aligned properly. It can be a little bit tricky. You have to kind of sort of push the stuffing in order to get that little edge so that you can get that safety pin in. So you need a little finger strength. So I have my needle and I'm ready to begin the whip stitch. I do it just as I did when I was sewing the body pieces together. I will start right there underneath the arm where I left off. I'm going to push my needle in through that last stitch, hide my knot between the two body pieces so that you can't see it. And then I'm just going to continue whip stitching down that line just as I did before. It's a bit awkward because obviously the material is stretching, so you try to get it through both layers and in about the same distance away from the edge of the fabric on the back as on the front. The guidelines are only on the front, so you'll have to kind of use just use your eye to see if it's about the same distance, and that can happen. Those legs can get tangled up in your thread. But you just keep making the stitches down the line until you get the opening seamed shut. And that should blend right in with your other stitches, and you shouldn't be able to see that opening. So as you get to the safety pin, it does get a little bit tricky to get around that, but just continue on. Make sure that you adjust those two pieces of fabric so that they are aligned with each other. You want them, the edges to match, so that the back piece is not sticking out further than the front piece, for example. It is a little awkward, but it does work. Just make sure that you don't accidentally sew your safety pin into your project. So you want to see where the needle is going in and where it's coming out. With the whip stitch, it's always really important to make sure that you are going in through the front fabric and out through the back piece of fabric, that you're catching both the body front and the body back, so that you're attaching those two pieces together. Getting very close to having our body completed. Our little bunny is just about ready to hop away. Make a few more stitches. And here we are right at the end. Now we will make a finishing or an ending knot. So I'm going to put my last stitch through. And there we are, we've finished seaming up the line. Now I'm going to go right back through that same stitch and make a loop. Oop, I pulled it too tight. That's okay. You can use your needle to pull it up again. There we go. Go through the loop once, go through the loop twice, pull it tight. I'm going to go back through that same exact stitch. Make a loop again. Pull the needle through once, twice, pull it tight. And then I'm going to bury my knot, bury my tail into the body of the bunny. And then snip the end. And that should just go right back into the bunny's body. Now we can remove our safety pin. And adjust the stuffing back into that spot where we had to sort of squish it out of the way. And there you have it. Your bunny is finished.